This video, we're going to take this batch of 1.5 pounds. I've just finished stage 4, and we're going to rinse them off, run them through the ultrasonic, and see what kind of polish they got. So we just rinsed out the water. We got to rinse the bowl out a couple times, rinse this out, and then throw them in the ultrasonic. Alright, wet. They look pretty promising, but we don't really know until they're dry and get all this final stage 4 polish off of there from the vibratory tumbler. This tiger's eye is going to be killer, I can already tell. Look at that chatoyancy. Alright, so we think we've sufficiently fished out all the rocks from the media. And let's check the water. I have the sound off because it's a pretty horrible sound to hear. And these were clean, so you can tell that's all the stage 4 polish coming off these rocks. Usually takes at least 1, sometimes 2 cycles, so about an hour of cleaning to finish them, whereas the other stages could, 3.5, 4 hours, 5, 6 batches, 7 batches at 30 minutes a pop. I don't normally do heat. I live in Florida, so it's usually not an issue, but I think these are going to be just fantastic when they're dry. And then, now the reason you want to ultrasonic them at this point is if you leave that grit on there, it'll just make them kind of hazy and not real clean and sharp. So it's taking that due time and due diligence. They could still be shiny, but there's a big difference when you get all this grit off of there, and you'll see here in just a second. Alright, you can see this is tortilla. It came out really good, nice shine on it. Still wet on the back, but just got too excited to see how nice shine this guys came out with. This is rainbow obsidian, and obsidian needs another stage. Can't really see the green rainbows in there. If I got it white again, you probably see how you can see that. It should be able to do that dry. Obsidian's a little bit different. It needs more than 4 stages, but you could tell it has a good shine on there. That's what it's going to eventually look like. All right, here's that guy. It came out brilliant. Has a really nice shine. Just spectacular. Some of these are still a little bit wet, so what I'm doing is I have a little dryer I'm hitting them with, and I bring them over here under this bright light so you can see these are totally dry and an amazing, I say totally dry, you can see the white spots, but this one came out good. This nice little slice off of Brazilian. Decent shine. A really cool piece from DeBell's, Holbrook, Arizona, near the Petrified National Forest. That white is in the rock. It's so cool. This one was every bit of 8 months to get this smooth. To get stage 1 was a good 8 months, and then once we finally got a nice flat finish on here, we sent it through stage 2, which was 3 days. Stage 2, 3, and 4 is probably about 2 weeks between those stages for this batch. So this rock took at least 9 months. I don't know exactly. I did start some of this over a year ago, and then I kind of backed off doing some of my pet wood, but this guy's been going a really long time. Alright, this is a beautiful Montana moss agate. You can see those dendrites inside the rock. Now I cut this one. I was going to make a cube out of it. You can see there's a straight cut there, and I just pretty much, if I have one flat side, I'm going to go for it. Normally this kind of rock without being cut would take several months. I think this one was still over a month in stage 1, and it takes a real nice polish. I wish it would focus on those dendrites. Yeah, there you go. So that's the same dendritic pattern that we see in our lungs and trees, and just proves that, these rocks have a designer just the way you were designed. No one has your DNA, no one has your fingerprints, no one even likes the same Netflix shows you do. Not all of them anyway. Alright, some tiger iron. Real nice shine there. Now this is a pretty good representation of the general batch quality. If you have smooth round stones or smooth flat stones, and this one just has great chatoyancy, you're going to get good results if you follow your process and you stay to it. So it's a little wet still because I've just been dry on one side. So this just kind of shows you not all batches are perfect. I'd say most batches because I mix batches. I'll have different hardnesses, which some people say you're not supposed to do. You can see all of these ones I've already showed you. They're all great. All of these, some of these are still wet. I don't want to try and mislead you and say, oh, that's how shiny they are, but this one will be. So normally I let these dry overnight and then they're totally dry, but I just was so impatient, and this is well, I keep saying totally dry. I hit it with the dryer so you can see the wet versus the dry lines. And fractured, most people, oh, you can never do this. This rock was a good 6 months. It had kind of a rounded shape to begin with. And some people would just go until these are smooth, but then you're a year and a half. I mean, if it take a shine, I'll run it. So check out my website, tumblerocks.com. You get a quote. Right now you can get $12 a pound, 3 pound minimum. So you send me your rocks, I will tumble them, I'll take all the mess, run all the electricity, clean them, and then send them back to you when they're done, and send you pictures after each stage so you can kind of keep track of it. So that's tumblerocks.com. You can email sales@tumblerocks or info@tumblerocks to get more information. Thanks for watching, guys. Like and subscribe for more great content. Alright, bonus Brazilian. Look how cool that is. Okay, I know I said the video is over, but look at the chatoyancy on this blue tiger's eye. This stuff is so hard to do because it's softer than regular tiger's eye, and not quite capturing with that bright light there, but the flash of light on this thing, it looks like a video game if you get it just right. Yeah, maybe you can see it better on this side. Look at that. And that is just the light reflecting. It's called chatoyancy. Look how that light just grabs it. Such a cool piece. Yeah, this is the best one I've done. It's a flat one. Man, can you believe that? God made that.